Alright YouTube, in this video I'm going to show you how to create CRUD in Laravel 6. So this is the Laravel 6, the current version is Laravel 8, so we are working on the older version, so that's okay. So let's see what this project does. So here we are going to create a category. So what do you mean by category? The category can be anything. It usually will be a list. Let's say we are collecting the category of vehicles. So what are the category? That could be two-wheeler, three-wheeler, cars, truck, and so on. So if you see, let's create a category. So we are going to call it as container truck, and this category will have list. The list will be the car numbers or the container truck numbers. So we are specifying this as a category truck. So let's save this. So once I save it, you will notice the alert which says saved successfully, and you can see this is a pagination which is actually showing 3 row per page. So if I'll get into the second, we can see the container truck at the last. So if I insert one more thing, let's call it as anything called helicopter, click on save, and you see there is the pagination link 3 and it says helicopter itself. And if you want to edit this helicopter, you are free to go, click on the edit. Instead of helicopter, why don't we call it arrow vehicle, click on save, and if you noticed, it says updated successfully. Previously it was saved successfully, now it's updated successfully. If I get into the third link, you could see the arrow vehicle, and if you want to delete it, just click on the delete button and it will say deleted successfully. Not only that, at present you have seen the 2 features in Laravel, which is the first one is pagination and the second one is the message, the success message, updated message, that we call it as a session flash. Fine, that's just a quick intro. Now what I'm going to show is, if I click on create category, and I have added the third feature, which is validation. If you click on save, it should say the category name field is required. It is showing this message. It is because we are submitting the field without inserting any values. So if I type something and click on save, it has accepted the value and it is saved successfully, and this data is stored into the database. And now on the third links, which is at the last, the data is added. If you wish to delete, you can delete it. So this is a quick intro of what we are going to do in this particular video, which is Laravel 6 CRUD. And to specifically say, we are going to create the category CRUD. The very first thing what we are going to do is, we have to run the XAMPP and make sure your XAMPP is on. So we are getting into the localhost phpMyAdmin. So here we have to create a database. So let's call it as category underscore CRUD. So L6, I'll give you the backup, don't worry about it. You'll get the source code in the description box. So we have created the database name, and now it's time to install the Laravel. You can see the server is already running. To stop it, Control C. Control C. And now you could see, not only the CRUD we are going to create, we are going to see how to read the documentation, which is really very important. As I said, we are going to look at the Laravel 6, so make sure the version 6 is selected. Now we are going to installation, click on the installation, and here you will see a link that will make install Laravel into your local machine. So before getting into anything, make sure you are in the C drive, cd colon cd cd, and I'm going to paste my Laravel project, the current project, into the folder called, in the C drive we have XAMPP, inside the XAMPP we have htdocs, inside the htdocs we have Laravel, inside the Laravel this is where we are going to create. So for that we have to get into the file folder, we have to get into the folder. So for that cd XAMPP cd h, I'm just typing the htdocs cd Laravel cd, this is the file we are going to create. This is the folder where we are going to create our current project. So if you see composer create project, and the project name, which is category category underscore CRUD, and this is a version. Let's leave it like it. Paste. I think this pasted twice. No, it is pasted only once. Click on enter. It will take some time and it will definitely load. By that time, let me just pause the video and wait till it gets installed in my particular PC or particular folder. By this time you can see some files, but it is not fully installed. Let's wait. Fine, if you notice our project is successfully created. So let's get into the project. cd, type cd CRUD, and you have to just type the php artisan serve. This is because we have to run the local host, sorry, we have to run the server. So this shows your project is running on this particular link. So now we will see the welcome screen of Laravel. We should see site can't be reached. Let's see whether our XAMPP is running or not. It's running. It doesn't matter for the Laravel. XAMPP is running just for the PHP itself, so just for the MySQL. So let's see what is the problem that we are facing now. I think I have mistakenly used Control C, that's the reason. And this is the file which is loading. So let's open this from the Visual Studio Code. We have to get into the path and select this folder. Laravel CRUD is not new for us. We have already created some 6 videos related to CRUD. So I'm just directly getting into the functionality. So just the very short info from the resource, from the views in the welcome.php. This is a file that is responsible for the welcome screen. So if you see Laravel, it is because of this welcome file. Let it load. Just copy it and we'll just make it with our channel name. UI Monk. Now if you just refresh, you will see. Fine. Now we have created the Laravel project. Now we have to create the controller. So let's create the controller. So we have to get into the documentation. Just search resource controller. Click on it, and if you see, this is a code. What it is actually saying is PHP artisan. It's a command. Make controller with the name. Let's give the name of the controller as category controller. Make sure to give controller, or else whenever you give name, just name it with the working actual use of creation. So the actual use of creation here is creating what? Control C, paste. It has pasted double time. The actual use of this command is simply we are going to create the controller. so that's why I've named it as controller. Fine, we have created the controller. Once we create the controller, we have to make sure we are using the resource on the web.php. The web.php is responsible for routing on the routes web.php. We want to name it as, we want to name the URL with starting from the category, and this is the controller name. So I hope I have copied it somewhere. Nope. Yeah, just cut it and paste it. The second one the second one is for the controller name, and the first one is simply the URL. Just a minute, I'll show you what I meant is, just a minute, I'll let you know what the category here is. So we know we have created the controller, so we can find the controller of the app, HTTP controller, and here it's the category controller. Fine. Now what we have to do is, everything seems fine. Now let me just check /category. Nothing should show up. Let's end the server and just type php artisan route : list, and if you see the category, the reason for giving category as a first parameter, it is because we want to get the route URL name with category. So this is category for showing the index page, this is category for saving the data into database, this is category for creating data, and this is the category URL for showing the database, sorry, fetching the value and display it on the web page. And this URL refers to the updation of table, and this URL refers to the deletion of table. Fine, we'll look at each function one by one in this particular video. Just a quick note, this is really important. The very first thing what we are going to do is, we will see on the category, this is a controller, whatever is mentioned over here, index, store, create, show, update, destroy, edit, is already available here. If you see index, create, store, show, every function is available what we see here. We just have to make sure to use the URL in the creation of HTML. The very first thing what we need is, we need a display page. A display page will show all the category list. So for that we have to create a page. So this is a page, this is the folder where we need to create page inside views, which is inside resource. Control N, paste, save it as. So here this is going to be, we cannot give with our own name, we have to follow the naming convention, which is the URL. So if you see, to get the index we need to give the URL as category. So that's what I did. Just add the blade.php, and I'll show you why we are using blade.php. Just create it and make it empty. Let's get the template. We don't actually we leave this by pinning it. Now we need the bootstrap template. To get the bootstrap template, I'm going to get into the W3 School, bootstrap 4 W3 School, and now just copy the whole thing and paste it over here. We don't need this as well, and let's give it as Laravel CRUD 6.0 CRUD. And if you see, make sure the server is running. My scroll bar is not working. PHP artisan, so just refresh it, and now we have created the page, we have created the URL, and now what we have to do is, we have to link it. So we have to link this URL, category URL, to this index function. So get into the category controller and get into the index function, and inside the index function we have to return view, and this view is going to be category. So just refresh it. Now you can see Laravel CRUD 6. Just a quick note, I just made a mistake of saying that we should use the file name with the URL. No, it's not true. We can give any file name, and we just call the file with this particular URL. So what do I mean by that? I'll let you know in this upcoming session. Fine, now we have created the first page which shows just the bare HTML. So the very first thing what we are going to do is we are going to create a category. To create a category we need a button. So let's get into the page and let's add div with class float right, and we need to add a button with class btn success, create category, and let's make it an anchor tag and have the href. Href is going to be the URL. So if you remember, whenever I say URL, that we should always get into this route list. So we are going to create, so this is a URL, category / create. Category / create. Make sure to add slash over here or else you will get an error. Refresh it. Create category is there. So once I click here, as we already see, it is going to the controller. It will get into the controller and it will call the create function. So the same way it should call a view called, we haven't created any view, so let's create a view. We'll name it as create category page. So let's copy the whole thing, control and paste, save here. We have to save it with the name as we have called from the controller. Make sure to add blade.php, and here if I click here, we're getting an error. Create category page not found. I think we have pasted, this page is created over here. If you notice, this page is created inside the controller folder. We don't need this. Delete this. Open this, copy, control N, paste. Make sure it is pasting inside views, and let's copy the file name .blade.php, and here now let's try to call. It is loading and again it's an error. View is not found. Oh, I'm sorry, it is again saving it over here. Saved it over here. Delete, move to bin. Welcome, don't need welcome. Control and paste. Save. It's we should get into the resources, views, and here dot blade.php. Fine, and now it is perfectly saved where we needed it. Create category, and now create category is opened. We just need the text as back and have just the category, so it will redirect back to the index page. So it is category. To make it identify, let's add create category. Fine. Now what we need to do is we have to call form group, input type text with class form control. Let's add a label. This is going to be create new category. Let's add this inside the form tag. And let's add submit, input type submit, value is going to be save, and then the class btn success. Just refresh it and you can see, if you want it, you can get it inside the container. Fine. Now what we need to do is, when I click, let's add a validation. So to add a validation, what we need to do is we have to get, so before validation, what we are going to do is we will store this value into the database. So that would be appropriate. So to store the value into the database, we need to create a model. So let's create a model. Fine. To create a model, let's end the server and get into the env file, and here we have to mention the database name which we have created a lot before. Run the file. So again we need to create a model. So to create a model, php artisan make model name category model with migration file. So what do I mean by migration file? So if you see on the database folder, we have migration folder, and inside that we have create category file. So here at present we have, so this is the column, this is actually the column. The first one is column ID and the second one is time. So now what we need to do is we need to create another column. To create another column, it is going to be string, and let's name it as, let's name the column as cat, just cat. Once it is done, if you notice on the database which we have created just now, category card, the database is blank, which has no table. So once I run php artisan migrate, once it's complete, just click on the structure, and now if you see, these are the table is populated, and this is the model which is created. This is the table which is created, and there is a mistake. The string is not created. string, I think we have to create one more time. So let's delete this file, and we have to run this migration. To run this migration, we have to delete the model file as well, which is created on the http file, http app folder. Yes, it's here. Just delete it. So let's try. model created with migration. This is a model. Where is model? Model is here. It should be inside app folder. Here it is model, and here it is category. So let's call the table, I want the string 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 with the category cat name, and let's run php migrate. It says table is already created. We need to delete this, whatever data table is created. Check all. Where is drop? Yes, and at present there are no tables. Let's create a table just by clicking migrate. Structure. Yes, now you can see category name is available. Let's copy this. This could be handy. Database name is not needed. Table name might be needed, and table name is also not needed. Fine. Now if you see, we have created the columns without touching the phpMyAdmin. So now let's close all the unnecessary files. Now let's save the data into the table. How are we going to do that? So let's Control C, PHP artisan route list. Let's get the URL for storing the value. To store the value, we just have to pass the URL category. So this is a form which will submit, and we just have to pass the URL called category on the action, and the method here is store category, and the method is post. Method post. Fine. And whenever we use form, the Laravel suggests is to use CSRF, cross-site request forgery. We have already seen about this many times. I'm just skipping it. So when I click on the submit button, the name category input will be submitted to the store function on the controller. Where is the store function? This is a store function. This store function will have the object request. With this object, we can access the input field value. Here in this case, it's the cat input. We can access it and keep it into a variable. We won't keep it into a variable. We'll just directly use the model. To save the data, we have to use a model. So just copy the same thing. We have to use app slash, and the model name here is category model, category model, category model. So we are going to create the object $category model equal to new category model. So actually it's the reference, and with this reference we have the column name of a table called cat name, and in the cat name we want to store the input field value which we received from the request. Once we receive, we just have to save, and let's see whether it is working or not. Refresh it. If there is no error, we haven't run the server yet. PHP artisan serve. So it is blank. Let's call two-wheelers, click on save. There is an error, app category model is not found. Actually the spelling of app is this one. Two-wheeler, click on save, and let's check the database, and you can see two-wheeler is saved. Once the data is saved, what I need is, on the store function, I want the redirection, return redirect category slash. Three-wheeler is actually auto rickshaw. Once you click, we have missed the semicolon. Click on save, and if you see, and it has redirected to the index page. In this case it is let's delete this, we don't need this. And now we can look for the validation. So if I click on create and click on save, we will get an error. Why? It is because it is accepting some values. So validation, and on the validation you can see we just need this part. Before getting anything, we don't need this, request.validate, and here we just have to pass the input field name. And now if you see, click on create, click on save, it is not going to do anything. So we want to show the message as well. So to show the message, just type error display, and now you could see there would be some actually we are in some other file, I believe. Error, working with error message. And here we can just copy paste this on our HTML. I'll explain you what that says. If there is any error, display it in the alert box. If I click save, you should see the error message, but actually we are not seeing because we haven't saved it. Click on save. The cat input field is required. Fine. Now along with that, I want to get the message like four-wheeler. Once I click on save, we are redirecting to the category, that's okay, but we need the message as well. So to get the message, as I already said, we are going to use the flash message, flash session data. So this is it. Actually we don't need redirection, we just need a session. Flash data. Yep, we got it. So here on the, after saving, before redirection, we want the status to be set as data saved successfully, and to retrieve this, we have a special function called get. Let's try this. On the category page, we'll show it over here. @if @endif. If we have status, then get the status. Let's see, we have the function related to get. It is actually get. Now if there is no error, let's create a gearless. Click on save. The status is set, session is set, but we are not able to get the status message. So how we are going to get it? So everything seems to be fine, just the capital S is missing. And another, refresh it. On the category, and what else category we can add? Container truck. Click on save. Data saved successfully. Let's show this inside the div with class alert success, and with div class close, and data
Right everyone, in the last lesson we have learned how to add category into database. And I want you to click over here, category. In these lessons we will learn how to retrieve data.
So now in this particular page we are going to fetch all the values from the database and display it over here. So how we are going to do it? So on the controller, we know it is the index function which is responsible for displaying the view called category. So let's get all the values from this model. With the help of model we can fetch all the values, all, and we'll store it into a variable called $categories. And we are going to call the view with the message and the message we are passing here is categories. There seems to be a mistake. Let's see what it is. Semicolon is missing. Fine. Now we can access this variable in the category page. So just below here, let's create a table with class table since it's a bootstrap, and then we have t head, and here we have table data. The first one is id. Table data, the second one is category, and then we have table data edit, then we have table data delete, and inside the table head we have table body, and a particular row is going to get looped. So for that, for each, we received the data from the model and we are going to use as category @end for each. and here table row, just copy the whole section again, paste it, and here with the help of this cat use the template string, and we are going to call the ID. Let's see if there is no error. It should work. It should display all the IDs. Unexpected single quote string, where we have missed a single quote. On the category, here if you see we have used single quotes here, we don't need this. Refresh it, you can see ID is all available. Likewise, let's display the name as well. Actually the column name we have used is cat name, and we have to use the edit button, anchor tag with class btn primary edit. The same way it is danger date. Fine. What we have done, we have fetched all the values and displayed in the index page. That seems okay. The second thing is we just have to show only 3 rows per page, so that is also simple. Instead of all, we have to use paginate, and we just have to pass 3, and if you refresh, we got only 3 values. And below the table to display the pagination links, we have to use paginate links. I think we have to pass this categories to get the links. Fine, if you see the links are available. So now we have completed till here. Now it's time to edit a category. To edit a category, it is actually a little tricky. Control C, PHP artisan route list. So we are going to edit. So for the edit, if you see, this is the edit and this is the URL, and the view is not itself created. On the controller, on the edit function, we have to return a view called edit category. We haven't created the view yet. It is simply same as create, control N, paste, and let's save it inside views and call it by the name which we have used on the controller dot blade.php, and here it is simply edit. And now we have to pass the URL on the index page. Where is the index page? Control D, index. Where is the index? Index is in the category. So here we have to pass the URL. If you see, category slash CATEGOR, category slash template literal. We have to call the category ID, and then edit. Now let's see if there is no error. We should get the form. Let's run the PHP artisan serve. unexpected token, there is an error. I believe it's the controller that is showing error, semicolon. Click on edit, and yes, edit category, and along with edit category, where is the data? So on the edit, let's call the model we have used here, model colon find the data, and we have received the category, and pass this category with the view width. We are going to call it as category, and we can call the category on the edit, value, and the column name. If I refresh, if there is no semicolon, again believe semicolon would be a mistake. I'm from JavaScript back, so in JavaScript we don't have a habit of putting semicolon. On the edit category, undefined constant category. On the, actually we have to use dollar. I believe I haven't used dollar. And you can see careless is available. Fine, it is actually working. So now we are going to use the updation. So again, Control C, PHP artisan route list. For updation, you see updation is over here. We have to use the category slash ID, category slash, we have to use the ID. This is the column name. And now if you notice here on the updation, where is the updation? On the updation we have to use the method called put. So @ method capital PUT. Fine, once you click on save, what it is going to call, it is going to call this URL, and this URL is going to call the update function on the controller. This is the update function. Now the same what we have done for the store, we are going to do it with the validation. Just copy it on the update, just paste it. First it is going to validate, then it is going to create object, then it is going to retrieve data. I think I have copy pasted it, so there is no change on the name, and save it. Let's say data updated successfully, PHP artisan server is started. It says gearless bikes. Click on save, updated successfully, and we should see gearless bikes. It's the gearless bikes. So let's edit it again. 2-wheeler gearless bikes. Click on save, data updated successfully, and if you see 2-wheeler gearless bikes, fine, it is working. So if I try to enter blank, we will get the message. So that's cool. Fine, finally we are going to use a delete. So again, if you see, for deleting, this is a URL. So on the category.php, we are not going to use the href. Why we are not going to use? Because we need to use the method called delete. So that's cool. Inside the table head, table data I mean, we are going to use a form with action. The action here is going to be category slash id, the same until here, and the method we have to say it's post. As I've already said, if we use form we have to use @csrf, and we have to csrf, and we have to use @method delete, and then finally the button type submit class btn danger delete, and it's just an HTML. So to run it, so before running let's check all the URL. Fine, let's run the server. The scroll bar is an issue thing, that's the reason. I'll pause. Actually I think our server is already running, we don't have to close it. Now click on back. So if I click on delete we should see the URL. Fine, URL is working. So get in the controller, get in the destroy function, call the model, run the destroy, pass the ID which we have received here, and once it is destroyed have the status message as data deleted successfully. Let's try. Let's see the duplicate values. Gear bikes, let's delete this. It's an error, undefined request. Where is $request? Yeah, it is. We just have this session. $request is not valid because we are not using the request object as a parameter for the destroy function. Click on delete, and I believe we have not redirected it. Let's check on the database whether we have gear bikes. No, gear bikes is gone. That which it is doing its work fine. Now let's delete the two-wheeler. Click on delete. Data deleted successfully. On the browser, sorry, on the database there is no data called two-wheeler. Fine. So I believe we have completed our task. Insertion is possible. Let's try to insert it. New category added. Click on save. It will be stored on the last. New category added. Let's edit it. Let's call it as helicopter. Click on save. It is updatable. You can see it's helicopter. If you want to delete it, data deleted. On the last there is no data called helicopter. New data added. Let's try to delete this. Two-wheeler, yeah, it's gone. Let's try to delete the aerospace. There is no thing called aerospace. Fine, that is working. Our CRUD is completely working. So that's all for this video. Get the source code in the description.